Hello, I'm thankful for this opportunity to commend a few good books to you. The first is Through All the Changing Scenes by David Ellis. David was the director of OMF and a former Church of Scotland minister, now living in Dundee and working a bit with the St. Peter's Church there. This is his life story with the particular emphasis on the glory of how the gospel and the word of God helped him. He had a major burden during the latter years of his wife's life, who had serious Alzheimer's. It is a gripping, engaging story which I personally found of immense help. Os Guinness says, David writes beautifully and profoundly and challenges us as readers to a faith that is daring and uncommon today. The book has a helpful introduction from Sinclair Ferguson, and the book has already ministered to many people, particularly when we need wisdom and guidance and encouragement during the challenges of a changing life, through all the changing scenes. The next one is from Joe Barnard, who some of you will have heard of. He is, God willing, about to become the minister at Holyrood Church in Edinburgh. This is a book on discipleship. And you might say, well, there's no shortage of books on discipleship, but this is unique in our opinion. Gavin Peacock, the former professional footballer and pundit with the BBC, now a minister in Canada, says, this book is packed full of gospel wisdom and will serve an individual Christian man or a church with particular reference and particular significance for men's ministry. Buy it, read it, and be transformed by it. It's for men, The Way Forward by Joe Barnard. We all like an introduction to characters, to find out what they're like and what they did and how they did it. In this book, 10 Dead Guys You Should Know, does just that in a very helpful way. Famous names become interesting. Characters and big ideas are explained simply and clearly. Who are they? Athanasius, Augustine, Anselm, Luther, Cranmer, Baxter, Wesley, Taylor, Spurgeon, Bonhoeffer. 10 Dead Guys You Should Know, by Ian J. Maddock and 2 other colleagues from a seminary in Sydney, Australia. Something Worth Living For, this title, by Randall Greenwald. God, the world, yourself, and the Shorter Catechism. We know that the Shorter Catechism is a wonderfully helpful, insightful, necessary document. But do we engage with it in these days? This goes through the Shorter Catechism and is full of helpful illustrations for you. Randy has a great gift for finding illustrations, real parallels between the deep things of redemption and our personal experience. This is the kind of teaching that will move modern people to study the Catechism and the Scriptures for themselves. That's from John Frame at RTS Orlando. Something Worth Living For, a helpful, easy-read book on the Shorter Catechism, full of current and relevant illustrations. The next one is God's Bible Timeline by Linda Finlayson. This is the history of the Bible, a real treasure with colour illustrations, pictures, pull-out timelines. I'll show you a page. This is very helpful for all of us, but it's designed for young people who need to know where the scriptures came from, how they arrived, and what was happening in the history of the world, and ensured that we get the Bible that we have today, God's Bible Timeline. And one final little book from Patricia St. John. We need to pray, and we need to help our children to pray. Patricia St. John, prayer is an adventure. This is the first time this has appeared in full colour. Thank you.